Welcome back to another how-to video on our new series on Jenkins. We're going to discuss on how to create a Docker agent in our Jenkins. Okay, so if you are not subscribed yet to my channel, kindly click the subscribe channel and hit the notification bell so you'll never miss a new video like this. So without further ado, let's go. I'm here right now with my terminal, and I already spin my new instance from my AWS, namely Jenkins server. So if you don't know yet how to spin an instance on your AWS, so you can also check my other videos for this one. Okay, so basically I already have a running instance, and what I'm going to do right now is to connect with this Jenkins server and click the connect. Now I'm going to use this HSS client and click here and paste here the code, the command that we want to execute. Okay, so right now I'm going to say yes. Okay, so we're already inside in our server. So I'm gonna use my cheat sheet for this installations. So basically we're going to do this, and don't worry guys, I'm going to share with this to you guys the step on my GitLab repository for this tutorial. Okay, so what we're going to do right now, since we already have our Jenkins, so very basic again, doing this is we need to update first our Ubuntu. Okay. And then after you're going to update it, we can install the Jenkins. So the prerequisites of the Jenkins is we need to install our Java, because Jenkins are prerequisites with Java. Here's a prerequisite by using a Java JDK. And what we're going to do, since we already update it, so we're going to install the Java. So yes. Okay. And for us to check the versions of our Java, this is the command. Version. So not Java. Okay, so we have already our Java installed in these versions of 11.0. What we're going to do right now is we install the Jenkins. This is the command. This is the script. Basically, you can also check the Jenkins official for installing how to install the Jenkins. Okay, and we're going to update again because we have update on our source list for our system, and then we're going to install Jenkins. Okay. And so says yes, click yes, and right now the rule of thumb, if you're going to access our Jenkins, use 8084 for us to access the home the home of Jenkins. And for instances, if you're familiar with the security group, because in the outside world we cannot access our Jenkins, so we have something to do here for us to access our Jenkins, and we need to open the port 8080. So we're going to check here, but basically what I've done here is I already allow all port for this one, just for our tutorial, okay, for our inbound. So definitely it will open. This is the note for this tutorial for us to access the Jenkins. So we need to open our traffic in inbound. The TCP should be open 8080. Now, so let's go back here. So we already installed the Java. What we're going to do right now is, since we already created, we opened the 8080. So if we're going to access our Jenkins, we need to get the public IP address and then paste on here, and let's try port 8080. Okay. So this is the Jenkins. So if you're experiencing you cannot access in this port, so I advise you guys to open it by editing your inbound on your security. So we do have our password here provided by Jenkins. So let's copy this one, and then we need to cut on it, and of course he will definitely not allow us to open this because only the root can access this. So we need to use the sudo. Okay, and it will access. So we will allow to install certain plugins here for Jenkins. So we can click this install suggested plugin. Okay, let me check my note for this one. Okay, so it's already checked for installing successfully. Now you can start. Okay, already start, and you already logged in, manage the plugin, check. We already do that right now. Okay, I will create my username, my password, and then my full name, and then email, and I will save it, and save and finish, and start the Jenkins. Let me check again. It's the Jenkins. Okay, the next thing that we need to do is to install the plugin of the Jenkins, because we're going to install a Docker here. So the topic here is in our project is how to create a Docker agent in our Jenkins. So definitely we're going to install the plugins here. Aside from plugin, we can also install Docker. So let's go back here again to our dashboard, manage Jenkins, and then click the plugin. Okay, plugin, and then available plugin, and then what's the plugin is Docker pipeline, and not install in it. Okay, after we install this successfully, we're going to go back here. Okay, it's already installed. Right now, let's go back here to our step. So every time we're going to install a plugin for Jenkins, we need to require to be restart. So that's the Jenkins all about, always restart on our server. So right now we're going to install our Docker, because we do have our plugins, but we don't have our Docker here. Okay, I think I already disconnected with my server. Go back here. Client and example. Open terminal here. Sorry for that, because he has a session timeout for this login for accessing the server. So let's go back here to our next step. We're going to install our Docker. So definitely we're going to install first our update. We need to update again. Okay, and then we're going to install the Docker. Okay, so yes. Okay, the next thing, the next step we're going to do here is we need to allow the Jenkins users and Ubuntu users to have a permissions to our Docker daemon. So or else we will always type a sudo whenever we create some command for our Docker. Okay, so first thing is we need to switch to root. So do that. Okay, we're in the root, and then this is the command, user mode. So guys, basically I upload my latest tutorial on regarding Linux crash course. So our first crash course we discuss here is the user mode. So here we can already apply on it what is users all about. So we're going to allow the Jenkins should be in the group of Docker. So same goes with Ubuntu, because we have Ubuntu here, right? The default users for our spinning the instance Ubuntu. So that's why we need to to add our username. Let's go back. Okay, there you go, and then we need to restart the Docker. So again, I said here that once you are done in your above step, it's better to restart our Jenkins. In order the changes that we do here is it will work properly. So let's log out to our root, and then there's tips here on how to restart our Jenkins. So basically we can also restart here in our systemctl command, but I'll show you guys in another way we can restart our Jenkins by using this restart in our browser. So right now here, this is the Jenkins, right? So all you have to do is to type the restart, and we're good to go. So he said here that, are you sure you want to restart the Jenkins? So I say yes, and he will restart. Alright, so after we restart, we go back here to our username, log in again our username and then our password, and we're good to go. So right now we're going to create our Docker agent. So how to create Docker agent in our Jenkins. So what we're going to do right now is create new item, and then we have a bunch of item that we need to do here. We have to create, but we're going to use the pipeline. Okay, first we're going to create our name our pipeline, my first pipeline, and then pipeline, and okay. This is a simple pipeline for this tutorial. So maybe we can also cover our other pipeline for this tutorial. So after this one, again we need to check this pipeline script from CMS, meaning we're going to pull our Jenkins script from our repository, which is I have here. Okay, this is one. Okay, this is one. We need to pull this one. Okay, let's go back here and check the git and provide the repository of the URL. So of course our repository here is my Docker, or shall we say I'm going to click this one, and then okay, Docker agent, and then I don't have a credential on here. What branches to build? So the branches here by default is my main. It's clearly indicated here. It's main. So if your if your setting here is master, you need to change it. No need to change it because it's already mastered. Because mine is main, I have to rename it or change on it. And then here repository, no need for this one. So the script of the path, of course, I think we're already here. Maybe we don't have to put anything here because we're already here. We call these Jenkins files, literally this one here. So unless if your repository has have another folder directory, so you need to provide a script path for here. For example, sample path here, Jenkins. But in my case, I don't have a path. It's already there in my repository, and let us apply and save. Now I will going to build our first Docker agent, and we'll starting to pull our basic pipeline script. It's already done, so that's it. So this is the simple pipeline that we use for Docker agent. I hope that this is helpful to you guys, but in my next video I will help to cover the other pipeline that we need to do here. Okay, so like this video, guys. So again, thank you again, and I'll see you in the next video.